And then Ryan, you ready?
No, not at all, man. What do you want me to do?
You know what to do.
Oh, I know that music, though.
Attaboy.
So I know that it's time to make our De Hops Brewing Company Cafe picks of the week. Before we do that, I'm just reminding you guys to stop into De Hops Brewing Company Cafe for some of the best beer in West Michigan. They have a family-friendly atmosphere that's perfect for whatever you have going on. If you mention Stand My Sports, you get a nice little discount when you carry out a crowler on your first pint. When you dine in, whatever your beer of choice is, we're sure De Hops will have something that you like, just not whatever.
Just as much, if not more.
There you go. Keep an eye out for some of their great beers at your favorite local beer store. Or if you can carry out a 6-pack of their double dry hop New England IPA 7 Secrets. Also Stand Delicious, which is their incredible juicy IPA that is packed with mosaic hops to create notes of pineapple and citrus, soft on the palate, and just enough bitterness to pull you back in for another sip. Or check out their World Beer Championships Silver Medal Award winning Shadow Box, Dark Lager in 6-packs, or on draft at the brewery. Draft. Yeah. Sorry, guys. The House Brewing Company Cafe is the official brewery of State of My Sports in 2020, so check them out and let them know that we sent you.
All right. Let's get into the results from last week.
Why you make me read at the end of the show?
Went 2-4 for a 21-24 overall record. Kyle and Ryan both went 5-1. Kyle has the lead, 27-18. Ryan
good.
one game behind him at 26-19. I went 2-4 to be 24-21. Still anybody's ball game, boys. But let's jump right into our picks of the week. So we had Ohio State at Maryland for the people that missed that. That game got crossed off the list because of COVID cancellation.
Is it off?
So we're going to jump over. We just pulled an audible here. We're going Notre Dame at Boston College. Boston College is plus 13.5. Ryan, Kyle, Jarrett, you're making Kyle's picks today.
Yeah.
And you're going first because you have the lead.
It's Notre Dame. What's the spread?
13.5.
Yeah, I love Notre Dame in this one. I actually think Notre Dame is a legit team this year. They're tough. Ian Book's playing out of his mind. I think their defense is actually pretty good. A lot of people made the excuse that Trevor Lawrence was out of that game, but that backup is actually pretty damn good. And I think Notre Dame is solid, and I don't think Boston College is going to be able to show up, even at home. Again, no fans or anything. 38-20, Notre Dame wins. Give me the spread, minus 13.5.
Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going Notre Dame here. I thought Notre Dame matched up athlete for athlete with Clemson, which is a really difficult thing to do. And they just shut down ETN, right? I mean,
True.
Good for Notre Dame. I'm going Notre Dame.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think they're prepared this year. They're not going to have that letdown game. I know people get nervous about the Boston College matchup because it's burned them before. But no, it's an easy win for them. Micah.
Notre Dame.
That brings us down to one of our in-state games. We got number 13, Wisconsin at Michigan, who is a 4-point underdog. Jarrett, start us off with this one.
All right, I think Wisconsin is very good, and I think they're going to – it's the same thing. We've seen only one game of them, so I guess it's kind of hard to tell. But, again, that quarterback prospect, best that Wisconsin never really has a good quarterback prospect. They finally do. I think they're going to expose – it's going to be closer. The spread just seems so weird to me.
Yeah.
And I think
Michigan opened as a favorite. And then
that's
it switched.
Crazy. So
very quickly.
I think it's going to be close, but I think Wisconsin, again, I already put $20 earlier on the podcast on Wisconsin. 30-24 Wisconsin wins. Again, I think Michigan's defense is going to get exposed. But anyways.
Ryan.
I think Michigan has something to prove in this game. And we see the athletes that they have on the field. They look lost at times, but they're still athletic. They're still strong. They're still fast. Their defense could get exposed, but I really think if they limit the touches to Joe Milton and we get the running game more involved to get a little bit more creative and make the easy throws rather than trying to make him be a superstar out there, I think Michigan really has a chance in this one. I'm going Wisconsin.
Man, you beat me to it. Holy smokes.
All right.
I don't think any of that will happen.
I think the way you started by saying Michigan has a lot to prove, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think that
because they do.
I think they're gonna be a little bit more prepared than we think. Do I expect them to win? No. But I'm gonna take my team in plus points. That's the way I'm gonna do it. I'm probably stupid to do it. I'm probably gonna be wrong. But I'm gonna roll with my team. I'm gonna take Michigan.
I'm taking Wisconsin. Michigan's got a lot to prove, and
There's a
they're
13 next to Wisconsin, and I don't see any number there next to Michigan.
Yeah.
That number
It's,
disappeared.
Where
it's
did that
just
go?
not going to be pretty, man.
All right, we'll jump down to Indiana at Michigan State, +8 at home. Jarrett.
Yeah, so I kind of mentioned earlier, I do think this is a game where just looking at the number or just the rankings and the way you've seen Michigan State so far, I think it's easy to say a lot of people might put money on Indiana. Watch out. I think this is a good matchup. I really do. State will limit the turnovers. I think they can kind of hold. They will. They will prove it. They
No, I
will
want you
lose
to
this
prove it.
game.
I want you to prove it by taking Michigan State.
They will lose this game, but Indiana will win 28-21, barely hitting the spread. Michigan State +8.
Ryan.
That's bold.
That's a
Bold.
bold guy, my
choice.
friend. I'm a bold guy.
Bold move, Cotton.
That is
See
literally
how it works out.
bold.
I think
Literally the boldest decision anybody's ever made on this podcast.
Gosh.
I think Indiana's good.
do
I
too.
really do. I mean, after what I saw, they beat Michigan at every part of the game. They were better. They were deeper. They just made the plays when Michigan was not making the plays. Yes, I'm comparing them to Michigan, but then they also beat some teams that they couldn't. You know, Michigan was a circle game for them. Penn State was a circle game for them. They haven't. I think they're good. I think Indiana's going to destroy Michigan State.
That is me. I'm going to go Indiana.
I'm going to Indiana also. This
is
year
where we
they
catch
seem
up.
like the most complete team I've seen in my lifetime of Indiana, and they're putting together good wins when they're supposed to. Whether the teams they're playing are bad or good, they're winning when they're supposed to.
They're on a mission.
Yep.
That's the way I look at them. Got a couple NFL games now.
There we go.
We'll start with the Colts at the Titans, just because I don't know why I chose this game, but I did because there's not a whole lot of good matchups out there.
It's a Thursday game.
Oh, it is a Thursday game, isn't
It
it?
is.
That's why I took it.
good
You're
call.
right.
You do it every week.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. So we got Colts at the Titans minus
Explain it
-2.5.
on the podcast because that's what we always do.
We
Like, I have no
literally
idea why we did this.
What is it? The one week where I picked it was like Browns versus someone. I was like,
Yeah.
why are we even
Bengals.
predicting
Yeah,
this?
he's like, he explained it to the listeners.
And you told me Thursday night game.
All right, start us off, Jarrett.
All right, so I love the Titans team. When I actually just sit there and look at great ground game, Derrick Henry, again, might be the best running back in the league, minus Dalvin Cook. But they have a good defense. Tannehill is just great in that offense. I love Vrabel as coach. The Colts are good. Phillip Rivers is kind of on and off. Titans win 27-21. Give me the Titans -2.
2.5.
Give me the Titans -2.5.
Ryan.
I'm going to go Titans as well. I think Phillip Rivers, this is the game where he gets exposed. This is where he's not a good enough athlete anymore. He's going to show the lack of arm strength and everything else that the Lions could not do to him a couple weeks ago. Titans are that good, and I think their offense, the Titans' offense, clicks more than the Colts because of Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. Underrated. I don't know. I'm going to go Titans.
All right, I look at this game as who needs to win more. I look at it as the Colts do. They're coming off the loss. Titans are coming off the win to the Bears. I don't know who's going to win the game. I like both these teams a lot. I like the way they play.
Pretty similar teams, I
They're
think.
yeah, I agree with that. If they had Marlon Mack, they'd be able to run the ball a lot more, but they don't, so they can't. I'm going to go with the Colts to cover the spread. I'm going to go with the underdog.
Okay, I'm going Titans.
Attaboy, tighten up.
Yep.
All right, we're down to our team here, or my team and Ryan's team. Kind of
just half of us. That's
Half
all.
the Michigan sports.
It's like Joe Milton's completion percentage.
Gosh, dude, too soon.
we got the Redskins at the Lions. Lions are minus 3.5. Jarrett, tell us why you're taking the Lions.
You know what? It's crazy. Listen,
It's like less than the polling did.
yeah. So the people don't even have a damn nickname. I
The
can't
football
even.
team.
I will never pick them because they don't have a nickname. I think Alex Smith actually has a decent game, but this is a pass rush is very good for the Redskins, but I don't think their secondary is very good, and their offense is just garbage. Lions win 27-17. Thanks to good field position, Stafford has some pretty easy drives within their own side of the field. 27-17.
Ryan,
I thought you were going to say my name next.
it's the same every time.
Well, that's why I thought that. Smart guy. You
Dude,
just
every-
confirmed
You're
it.
good. You're good.
Who's the running back for the Redskins? The rookie running back that I really liked in the draft.
Oh,
All right.
he's
Anyways,
actually tearing it up.
He's
doing very
actually
good.
really
Yeah.
good, and I wanted the Lions to actually draft him in like the 3rd or 4th round. We went Swift, all good, whatever. So I agree with you. I'm not gonna pick the Redskins in this.
Antonio Gibson.
Because Antonio Gibson, yeah, I read it. That football team in Washington.
Their name is football team.
Screw that. They're the Redskins. They are the Redskins, and they're gonna lose because they don't even have that name anymore. So I'm gonna go with the Lions.
All right. So the Redskins are 29th in rushing offense. So I'm really confused about what you
Say it
mean.
again.
No, but
Gibson's good,
fantasy though, Gibson is their whole offense. He's their all offense.
He's like
Minus
Swift.
McLaren.
He doesn't get McLaren's
McLaren's
good.
Oh,
He's
man,
sneaky good.
are they actually pretty decent? We don't know.
Lions.
Okay, I take it
By
back.
a
I
landslide.
take the football team. No, I'm just kidding. Lions.
Kind of like that pick.
Oh man.
I'm also gonna.
Lions are going to win by a whole 10 points. It's going to be a blowout.
Ooh.
That's what I picked.
Micah?
I guess I'm going with the same blowout. So Lions.
Everybody going Lions.
We hate
Let's go.
that team in
Yeah.
Washington.
The Washington football
Yeah.
team.
They're just a boring team.
You know
Their
what?
defense is
The
decent.
Washington Redskins.
Yeah, I'll stick with
Okay.
the
No,
Redskins.
it's football.
No, Reds.
It's officially football team.
The Redskins would win.
Okay.
The football team loses.
I
Right?
don't
Is
know
that fair
about
to
That's
say?
true. They will always be losers.
All right.
All right.
Wait, no.
Those were
no
our-
Monday Night Football Vikings.
We don't care.
They play the Bears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay, that's okay.
Those were the picks for episode 80